Welcome to 1,000 Bodies Podcast. I'm your host, King Gerald Jones. We're going to get right into it today with another good episode. So we're going to get into the body bowl. Y'all know what the body bowl is by now. I'm not about to keep explaining it. If you want to know, go check out the prior shows. Body bowl, the streets need a body. Ticket number, body number, ooh, red ticket number, red ticket number 390. Red ticket 390. Let's get into it. We're going to have a good one today. Manifestation. I'm manifesting it, excuse me. 390. Ticket number 390. $390. Let's get into it. Ooh, this is a good one, as usual. The bad ones, I don't even do them. I edit them out, cut them, and repick the ticket. But this is a good one. But I gotta kind of be, I gotta kind of be leery on what I say in the story because people probably could figure out who this person is. So, altogether in my life, I've had 4 female best friends. 4 female best friends. Out of those 4 female best friends, I'm not going to tell you how many I hit, but I'm going to tell you about this story in the body bowl with one of my female best friends. Of course, I'm not going to say the name. The name have been withheld to protect the guilty. So I've been best friends with this girl since I was 15 years old, since I was in high school. So at high school, we were friends. I initially liked her, being 100%, being honest. I initially liked her. I thought she was attractive. High school little crush. So as we began to get closer, talk to each other, whatever, I don't think the feeling was mutual. And the crazy part is I even remember distinctively in high school at my age 15, we were working on a video yearbook. I don't know if you guys are aware what that is, but in LA, you have a video yearbook every year of the class and the sports and the things that took place in that class year. So in that class year, we will walk around with cameras capturing anything and everything. And I distinctly remember an edited cut or edited version when we were editing in a specific class of a video of her. I think I was absent that day or I might not have been around. And someone was asking her, "Oh, you like Gerald? You like Gerald? You like Gerald?" And she really kind of went off on him like, "No, that's my friend. Hell no." And it was kind of offsetting, but that's when my like and my initial crush shifted towards her because I'm like, "Oh, she don't like me. Let me back that up." So let me back up. So ever since then, we have been friends. We have been telling each other everything. And she actually had got a no later than that video when I was in high school and saw that she had got to end up getting a boyfriend or whatever. So it really confirmed like, hey, she don't like you. She kind of like, she don't like you. So that's how our friendship turned into a best friendship. And since I was 15 to the date that I'm telling you about, we have been best friends because she didn't like me. I liked her. But then when I heard that little video in high school of her saying, "No, I don't," I think she might have said, "Ugh," or "No, I don't like Joe," but she expressed that she didn't like me. It was over. I didn't like her. Well, my energy shifted and I wasn't trying to holler at her no more. So fast forward from high school all the way to adulthood, we became friends. She had her little boyfriends and situations and relationships. I had my situation, and we'll talk about everything. We'll talk about anything. Like I said, I have 4 women best friends, and she was one of them. We talked about, her going through her heartbreaks, going through her relationship, but we always remain friends. So getting into the story more so, we had spent a lot of time apart. She actually moved to a different city. I'm not going to name the city because people could kind of zero in on what she moved to a different city, and we hadn't seen each other. We were still speak on social media, but we hadn't seen each other in years. I want to say a good, can I calculate that? I would want to say in this time stretch, maybe 10 years we hadn't physically just seen each other. uh FaceTime wasn't really popular. I don't know if it was a thing, but we had seen each other. Like I said, we'll talk and text, and we'll be on social media, but we hadn't seen each other for a good 10 years. So fast forward into this time where she moved from the city she moved to back to LA. So now she's back in LA. She hit me up. We hit each other. The first day or the second day, I remember first, second, close to as soon as she got back, she hit me up and I went to see her. So I went to see her. Friendship's still good. We friends like we used to be. Like I said, we communicating on social media, so friendship is good, cool, whatever, whatever. How am I feeling about her after seeing her? I'm really not putting nothing on no sex relationship. I'm not looking at her at that like that in no way, no form, no shape. Because like I said, rewind back when she kind of like broke my heart, my little kid heart. I never looked at her like that again or tried to approach like that again. So fast forward back to the story. I've seen her when she first moved back out to LA, and we spending time. We're spending time. We're spending time. We're spending time. Not maybe every day, but we're spending time often. Maybe out of a week, maybe 3 days a week, I'll see her. We'll chill, whatever, whatever, whatever. So on this particular day, she's telling me that she's not comfortable with her living situation and can she move with me? No. Now, this is the thing. Although I would let a friend stay a night or a couple of nights or whatever, I have my own place and I'm just not breaking that. I didn't want to break that situation. But she was living with this one, I don't know who the girl was or whatever, but they're getting into it. And she's asking me, no, you can come spend the night, you come cool with it, whatever, but you can't stay with me, whatever. So whatever, time go on, we still seeing each other, we still cool. This one particular day, she gets into it, or night, she gets into it with the girl. She gets into it with the girl, and they're about to go to blows. I think the girl called the police and basically kick her out. So not of course, but I go over there and pick her up, and she come over to my place. So we chilling, talking, whatever, 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 whatever. Like I said, I'm not looking at her as that. I'm looking at her as a genuine friend. Long story short, I don't know if I said I wasn't about to sleep on the couch. I don't know if she wanted to sleep on. I don't really remember but she ended up in my bed. I think it was more a comfort thing because I wasn't looking at her like that, so I wasn't tripping about her sleeping in my bed or laying in my bed. So although we hadn't been that close where we slept in the bed with each other or whatever, I felt comfortable enough and confident enough like nothing was going to happen. So back to the story. So we're in the bed, we're talking, time is going on, we're watching a movie, we're talking, boom, boom. She had been telling me about the situation with the girl or whatever. So now she's trying to figure out what she's going to do. I think she might have asked me again about staying there. And I was like, no, because and at the time, I was dealing with women, so I didn't really want to break my little. You could spend a night, you could, be cool, whatever, come over, whatever, but just stay in here. And I got these women, whatever. I wasn't about to break my little shit. So anyway, we're laying in the bed, we're talking, whatever, whatever, and this is while we're having I don't know if you want to call it a heart to heart or a talk or whatever. She's telling me how I'm more attractive and how our friendship went from this and this. And she's kind of like, I don't know to this day if she's playing me for somewhere to stay or whatever, 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 or thinks she about to put this coochie on me to get me to let her stay. Because like I said, she hadn't showed any kind of interest or being attracted to me prior. So now all of a sudden I'm this, and she's telling me I'm that, I'm this, and our friendship, and you're handsome now, and you got your shit together, and like I said, I don't know how to take it. Even to this day, I don't know how to take it. It could be she was playing, but whatever. Getting back into the story, we're in the bed, whatever, and she was like, said like her vagina was good, her pussy is good. I don't know how it came up, I don't know how it came out, but she was emphasizing that her vagina is good. But I'm thinking, well, I'm not thinking, am I thinking this at the time? She don't got no nigga. She had niggas, but she didn't have no nigga like that. And I'm not saying that's the only thing that she got a nigga to a relationship, but if your vagina is so good, why you don't have a nigga? Why you don't have a nigga to stay with or whatever? But anyway, She's telling me her vagina's so good, whatever, whatever, whatever. And the vagina talk is coming up. And I'm just listening because, like I said, I'm really not. I ain't gonna say I'm don't let. Oh, forgot. Let's rate her. Let's rate her. Forgot it. Let's rewind and rate her. So when we were younger, of course, to me, she looked fine. She looked better in my younger mind. But in my adulthood, being honest, I would have to say, after my experiences and me dealing with different women, she had became maybe a 80 in the face, a 80 in the face, and maybe a 80 in the face and maybe a 75 in the body. She had a regular body, didn't work out, just regular woman body. So that's average, which is 75 on a scale from 0 to 100, 100 being the best. She's like a C, an average body, and she had a pretty face. Although she was prettier, of course, when you're younger, whatever, whatever. But as we're older, she's not doing anything extra. So she had a pretty little 80 face, nothing spectacular, but she wasn't ugly. So her face was an 80 and her body was a 75. So back into the story. So we're in the bed. She's talking. The coochie come up, the vagina come up about it being good, and I wouldn't be able to handle it, so on and so forth. It's good. She'll have me sprung, whatever, whatever. She's talking coochie talk. Now, although I don't have any attraction towards her, no feelings towards her or nothing, I will hit some coochie. I'm gonna hit some coochie. So, long story short, she gave me the invitation to the coochie. I start rubbing her. We start kissing. Boom, boom, boom. One thing led to another. She doing her thing. I'm doing my thing. We doing our thing together. And I will say this: she was telling the truth. You guys know my philosophy. You guys know my theory. For the most part, all vagina feels the same. All vagina is good. It's going to make you come. Some is a little tighter. Some is a little wetter. Of course, there's minute differences, but for the most part, all vaginas the same. It's gonna make me come. But I will say hers was on the tight end of the spectrum of being what I think she considers, or people probably express that she has good vagina. It's not gonna move me because, like I said, to me, all vaginas the same. Yeah, oh, this was a little tighter, but I don't get into the pleasantries of the intricacies of, oh, this is just the best pussy, and I don't care about that. It's cool. The next pussy cool is gonna make me come. So getting back to the story, it was cool. It was whatever she was saying that it was, and emphasizing it was tight. It was good. So boom, I actually, and to be 100% honest, you guys know I'm always gonna be honest. So I came fast. I don't know if I came fast because of the tightness of the vagina and what she was working with, or she talked me out of it, or if I was just reliving a childhood fantasy of like, oh, I finally got this vagina after many years. But anyway, I did come fast. Confession. That's for you guys to deal with it, take it, and whatever. So I come fast. So she telling me, I told you. Woo, woo. Boom. We cool. So I think. Now, I will tell you, although we still remain friends, and we remain friends, we did have a little snafu and a little argument and debate, because then the conversation became, after we had sex, don't act different. Don't act different. Now, being 100% honest, now looking back at what happened after, and I'm going to explain it to you, I guess I did act different. But I want you guys to tell me if was a good thing or good, different, or bad. I wasn't able to see it. When she was saying it, I wasn't able to see it. But I can admit after I tell you. So as we finish doing our thing, whatever, she still can't stay with me. I'm still like, where you want me to take you? I think I end up taking her to a room, and she ended up staying at a room, and she was actually staying at a room for a few. Anyway, I took her to a room. Now, this is where she said I start acting different. I now slept with you, and now you're asking me for favors, and I'm looking out for you and understanding, like, oh, so my point to her now is maybe because I slept with her and I'm more involved, or whatever the case may be, or maybe it's that I hadn't seen her in these many years and I'm really involved with her. But the point is, I'm trying to emphasize getting her life together. I'm trying to emphasize that she needs to do this. She needs to do that. Now, like I said, back then I'm thinking like, I'm just being a good friend. Yeah, of course I didn't say this before. but now I'm kind of in your business, so I can understand why she think I changed. And now she even said I'm acting like her dad. I'm acting different. I told you not to act different. You acting like you my dad and you trying to tell me this and that. Now, from my perspective, I'm just trying to be a good friend, especially that I slept with you now. I'm trying to be a good friend and you're asking me for these favors. So I'm trying to tell you, hey, you should do this. You should go to school for this. You should do this. You should try to do this. You try to get this. So I'm giving her good advice and good information, but she's taking it. And you guys tell me if I'm wrong, she wrong, maybe. And I can see her perspective now. Back then I couldn't. And maybe I'm telling her, you should do this. You should get into school. You should do this. You try to go to the nurse program. I'm just giving her information and a little whatever. And she's not receiving it well at all. She's not receiving it well. But it also, fast forward, emphasizes why she's in the position that she's in, where she's living with somebody, or she needs me to give her rides or do things for her. Or I remember she even asked to borrow my car one time. But the point is, I do understand I was acting different in the grand scheme of things. I was acting different, but it was more so I wanted her to get her life together, and I was giving her little information, and she was like I was acting different. So in those moments of us sleeping with each other, and immediately after, we became not so cool. After she kind of went off on me saying, stop telling me what to do. You're not my dad. You can't control what I'm doing. But like I said, I was just trying to give her information, but she took it like that. So in that moment, immediately after, we had kind of lost touch and lost friendship. Maybe she might have been upset that I didn't let her stay with me, because I wasn't about to let her stay with me when I had all these had this situation with these females going on, and I wasn't going to have her in my 1-bedroom apartment. Where is she about to sleep at? So anyway, so that's that story. That's the story about how I slept with my best friend after how many years since we were high school friends. Let's say that. So since we were high school friends all the way to adulthood, how I finally slept with my best friend, and how I guess we met. I wouldn't advise anybody, if you guys have a genuine friendship, to keep it that way. And I also noticed that the friendship exists simply because the woman's not attractive. The man could be, or maybe someone's not attractive. I'm just speaking from my experience, but someone's not attractive, so they friends on the other person. So I think she obviously friends on me, which became a good friendship. But then fast forward, I don't know whether it was attraction or she wanted somewhere to stay, but she ended up giving me the poo poo. I hit the poo poo, and now it kind of tarnished the friendship. So I would advise anybody that have that going on not to tarnish the friendship by having sex or being physical. That is today's story. Thank you guys for coming. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you go to all platforms, Thousand Body Podcast, and follow. Also, if it's not Thousand Body Podcast, King Gerald Jones, and follow, like, share, and subscribe. That's it for today. Remember, be fruitful and don't forget to multiply. Thank you.